Welcome back. So in this video we'll be looking at guides from the platform. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to be notified of any upcoming videos. As you'll remember from the last video, it was about giving miscarriage trials from the platform, and this follows in that same theme with guides, a medium from a platform giving guides to a recipient in the audience, and that's what we'll be discussing in this video. Over the last year working with this channel, I understand that people hold a relationship with their guide that is very unique and very special to them. Some people have got like the names and the stories and everything that goes with it, and others are searching so desperately for it, trying to find out their name, trying to find out what's going on. And I've always promoted on the channel, in my workshops, on the residentials, in the mentoring groups, that the relationship is unique only to you. This should be a feeling, this should be like a second skin for you, something that you know is there, there's knowledge about that. It's not about, what's your name, what did you do, how did you die? We don't need all that information. It's something that the relationship is formed through faith and trust and knowledge. And so it is so very wrong to be standing on a platform giving evidence of a guide, simply because it can't be evidential. There is no proof that that guide is there. There is no proof in what the medium is saying in respects to the guide that they are trying to give. Now, let's take a very simple example, one that we will usually come across upon our spiritual journey, and it'll be one of a Red Indian or a Far Eastern man. And then we'll say a name, maybe, you know, like I'm aware of I don't know, White Bear. White Bear, the Red Indian, wants to step forward, and he tells me that he's your guide and he's working closely with you. There's no evidence in that. There's absolutely nothing to say that that is the communication. Whereas if I had your mum there and I've gave like her name maybe, or her passing condition, built up the character and personality, so much so that you absolutely have no doubt he's definitely working with my mum, then that's evidence. That's an evidential reading from the public platform where you know that I have your mum here. I can't do that with the guide. All I can do in that moment is jump into your psyche energy, give you a psychic reading from a mediumship platform with an understanding that I'm aware that you like to look at Red Indians and you've got this idea of White Bear as the name, and now I can start giving this off as evidence as you believe. And this is so not the case. It's not about the physical body. It's not about the banners or the labels that go with that guide. It doesn't matter how they present themselves to you, just as long as you have the knowledge that they are there and that they are guiding you and they're trying to lead you along the right way for your life plan, for the pathway, without this sounding all spiritual and getting lost in the jargon, but in effect your timeline. They're trying to guide you or steer you in the right way. And what we're finding, certainly in my own example of recent times, I was given a guide from the platform, a guide that was from South America kind of way, and liked to play musical instruments and so on and so forth. And again, there's no evidence of this. Now, I'm more than comfortable with my spirit team. You've heard me say this enough times. There's loads and loads of them behind the scenes. And I'm comfortable with new people sort of coming and going and giving me that influence. So my mind's in a quite a stable position where it's not going to rock me or me go looking for a guide that you've been given. And this can be damaging for someone that's just embarking on a new spiritual journey. If I say to someone, I see a nun stood beside you, and she makes me aware that she's very close and she's trying to communicate for you. To someone new that walks into a spiritual church or an event where you are doing a mediumship demonstration, this may scare that person, especially with films like The Conjuring or The Nun that has just been out. That could petrify someone. So there is no evidence to support that. And we can't be giving off guides just willy-nilly. I can't imagine a demonstration, I'm sure it happens out there, where you go in, you sit down, you pay your entrance or your donation or whatever it is to get in and have your seat. You get in, you sit down, and there's going to be sort of 20 communications going on, and they're all guides. There's no evidence there. There's no way that that can be deemed a mediumship evening. However, if I do 6 communications and it's all evidence packed with loved ones that you've known, loved and shared time with on this planet, and that story then takes you into a place of remembering those people, especially the close ones to you, your mum, your dad, your brother, sister, your partners, whatever, then that is evidence, and that is an evening that we should all be looking forward to and going to. Not one where I'm trying to pack some guide off to you because my imagination has just run wild or my ego's got too inflated that that's what I'm doing upon a public platform. So we should never, ever give guides from the platform. We should never give guides at any point because it is a relationship that is developed with the individual. If someone needs to talk to an animal, they will talk to an animal. If someone needs to talk to a family member, then they will talk to a family member. If it's someone that needs to be biblical or famous in some way for them to feel better, then it will be famous or remembered big in some way. This is the stability of the individual's mind. If you need someone that's very famous, then I would go away and check your ego. If you need a family member, then just broaden up, open up, and you'll find that there's other people there. This is something that you will find and develop your own relationship in your own way. Can't wait for the day that someone says, I've got Bob down the road, he sort of he lived in the next village and he's decided to come and guide me. He was like working for the council. He swept up on the road as his life journey. I can't wait for that because all I see is Jesus makes a lot of appearances and lots of famous people for absolutely no reason. So be mindful. Don't give guides from a platform. Let them discover their own team at their own time. Thanks for watching the video. Like it if you liked it. Comment, get involved in the comment section underneath. Share across your media platforms. That would do the channel the world of good. And I will see you all next time.